Alright. We need to look for the... Oh, whoa, cool depth of field there. Or, probably not the right word for it, but that sense of depth right there is actually pretty substantial. Let's check out this last room over here. It's probably, yep, probably where they were sending me. Oh god. That text took off, didn't it? Alright, let's just make that longer for a moment. A stark, functional room that smells of gun oil and leather. Behind a counter protected by a steel banker's cage, you see rows of metal shelves going back into darkness. The shelves are piled with weapons, armor, uniforms, and other gear. There are also filing cabinets along one wall and clipboards hanging from nails beside a message board. Standing at the counter is a beefy young sergeant. He gives you a sly smile and an exaggerated salute as you enter. Sergeant Tobias Melson said, "Thanks for saving Hypel, recruits. I grew up near there, so it means a lot to me. I mean, I'm sad Axe Center got wrecked, but if I had to choose, I would have done the same as you." That's definitely going to be a reoccurring theme, is people saying, "I would have never done what you did. I totally wouldn't did what you did," or everyone being saying like,
"People really like your toys, huh?"
Or lots of people saying like, I'm glad you did that, but also would have been glad if we could do that." Ultimately, it's just like, yes, good and bad happened. Yes, we know. A large, well-lit room with noisy machines and men and women in black aprons working at latches and drill presses, or lathes? I actually don't think I know that word. Turning steel into guns. It smells of gun oil and hot metal. Alright, you. The young sergeant has the build and hearty confidence of a born jock. His neck is bigger around than his head, and his biceps strain the sleeves of his tight t-shirt. Sheesh. They haven't even assigned you your bunks yet, and already the old man sent you off on a couple of do-or-die missions. Well, that's the way it goes in the Desert Rangers, for the Desert Rangers these days. I'm sorry to say, so we better get you kitted out ASAP. You ready to equip yourselves? Or do you have some questions first? Old man? Oops, did I say that out loud? Don't tell Vargas I called him that. He'll hit me with his cane. What do you mean do or die? Well, choosing between Hypel and Ag Center wasn't exactly easy, was it? And following up on those radio signals already killed Captain Ace. Okay, that's cold, I know, but it pissed me off. How did one of our best men die on such a bullshit mission? And now Vargas is sending you to finish the job? Hey, I'm glad you found Ace's murderer, but it's not gonna stop there. He's gonna send you to find the same stupid signal. Did you hear he was killed by a robot? I hadn't. I heard you found something weird and were bringing it to Merc Captain, though. You knew Ace well? Ace is one of the best. All us Rangers looked up to him. Now he's dead. Murdered. And for what? So we could chase some radio signal that might or might not be a threat to us somewhere down the line? Sometimes I don't get the General's thinking. We have a few questions. Ask away. I want to know about any of the gear. If you want to know about any of the gear, name it. If you got questions about the Citadel, I can help you out there too. Where can we store our extra equipment? You see that Ranger locker behind you by the wall? If you want, your team can use it to store extra gear. Don't worry, I'll make sure nobody messes with it. Ranger Citadel, what about it? Otherwise known as the Ranger Clubhouse. This will be your home away from home as long as you're a Ranger. And there are worse places to live, believe me. The food's good, the water's clean, and you're surrounded by the best pals? A bunch of badass Desert Rangers who've got your back no matter what. Who could ask for better than that? Hooah! Is there anything we can help you with? Nah, I'm good. Well... Actually, there's one thing now that I think about it. Now that its Rangers are getting active again, we started to use a lot more ammo, and I'm running low. To make some more, I need as much brass, lead, and steel as I can get my hands on. So if you acquire any broken weapon parts, especially the junk that's left over from modding your weapons, bring them back to me, and I'll buy them at a premium. I like raw materials, but seeing as how the only metal we get is from our weekly level-up deliveries, broken down parts of old weapons will work. You think General Vargas is too old for this job? I wouldn't say that. The General's a good man, but well, he's not exactly a man of action anymore, is he? I mean, He kicked ass back in the days of base Cochise and Finster, but nowadays it feels like we're all just sitting around on our asses most of the time, you know? Yeah, I've been curious about that, because it seems like you guys could be more helpful with the whole, you know, be a little proactive about the whole Ag Center situation, not just leave me to it. Alright. How do you feel about the Rangers? A shining beacon of decency in a dark land. Ain't that what the old man says? Well, we try. We can't be as honorable as the general says when you're out on the Wasteland, though. Not if you want to survive. Way I see it, you'd be as honorable as possible. After you make sure the other guy is dead. Noteworthy. Who is Finster? Some kind of mutant master. Finster created all these mutants and tried to take the world over with them or something. Anyway, Vargas and the other old guys kicked his ass and made the world safe again for humanity. Or at least that's how Flintlock tells it. Cochise? The greatest threat the Rangers ever faced, or so all the Rangers say. A bunch of robots and an old military base doesn't sound that big of a deal to me, but whatever. I just wish something big would happen now. I'm tired of hearing old war stories. I want to live through some stories of my own. That's a terrible idea, sir. That's just how you get killed. You don't think the signal's a threat? More like a waste of time if you ask me. We got bigger troubles here in our own backyard. Why do we gotta go chasing ghost radio signals? Or radio ghosts? What troubles? Well, the Red Scorpions for one. I'm afraid if we leave them to their own devices, they're going to be too big to put down. Red Scorpions? The biggest gang around right now, and they're getting more organized every day. I say we should be going after them and leaving these bullshit radio signals alone. You don't think the radio mission's important? I don't know why Vargas is so gung-ho about this signal. It already killed Captain Ace. It might kill you too. For nothing as far as I can see. It's probably just some old pre-recorded message. That's probably no one out there. Can you show us what's available? Sure, have a look while we got have a look at what we got while I get your requisition ready. And make sure you choose wisely. Won't last a day out there on the waste without proper equipment and water. There we go. Higher quality armor is here. Things that give me 3 armor while also not costing me any speed. Ooh, plus 5 armor. Pre-war combat armor that's been seen heavy use. I have to grab that for my main character. Ooh, it's expensive though. It's real expensive is the problem. Let's see. Kind of wonder what's in the requisition though. Like maybe it's not even worth it looking at here. But damn, this is better. It's better than the leather jacket and the goat hide armor. What's the point of the goat hide armor? It's conductive. It has the speed negative and it has high armor. This is also conductive. Okay. So these things that give you... So these really heavy armors are the ones that give you bonus armor, and they require high strength, but they slow you down, and they're conductive, meaning they're vulnerable to energy weapons. I'll have to be careful about when I use those characters. Meanwhile, this bulletproof shirt could be used by basically anyone and is not conductive, which makes me want to pass it around. It also makes the goat hard armor feel kind of pointless if it's giving you the same benefit as these bulletproof shirts. Although I guess it's a lot cheaper. That's something. Tactical vest plus 4 armor. That's a great target to have overall. Get a bunch of tactical vests, you can throw them on every character, and it doesn't cost them any stats, it's not conductive, but it is very expensive. 500. Sniper rifle. 44 to 58. That's a very high damage sniper rifle. And expensive. Oh yeah, so here's where we get the good gear then. Shoddy radiation suits, 2 protection. Brass knuckles. Coach gun. Can I get some like nice pistols around here? Handguns. FPS Benito 650. 36 to 42 damage. Let's go ahead and compare to what this guy's using. Benito. Oh yeah, it's 10 to 14 damage versus 36 to 42 damage. 9.8 damage per AP versus 3. It's a massive upgrade, but it's also really expensive. Does it have any requirements for stats? Oopsie. Let's see. It doesn't have any specific requirements as far as I can see, so if you can afford it, then that character just gets to be a badass. Problem is affording it. Is this a blunt weapon? Ooh. I could use an upgrade. I've been using this board for a while. They can attack diagonally. Looks like it'd go from... It's lower AP and higher damage, so it'd go from 3.7 to 9.5 damage per AP. I'm thinking I'm gonna come around here whenever I have the opportunity to upgrade. Because this seems to be the best store around for sure. So if I get this, I do like double damage with my melee character at the cost of even less AP. And it costs less than some of these other options, so it might be a good thing to get first. There's a few shotgun variants. Ooh, another hand cannon. Damage comparison. Oh, this is a weak one. This is actually, it might be the weapon I'm already using. It's not, but it's real close. Roughly the same damage output, but it specifically has a lower AP cost, is the difference here. Let's see, this pipe. It's probably a better pipe than the one I'm using. It's probably better than the current weapon, right? Yep, 5.58 damage per AP. It only costs 325. But that's not a big difference. Like it's like 200 more for the next one, and it's such a big upgrade that it seems like it'd be worthwhile going after. It's because there's a bunch of sorting options over here. Oh yeah, that's handy. So you can sort by weapons specifically and not get confused. Alright. What can I sell around here? I have so many extra weapons. Do I want... I really should just make up my mind about which heavy weapon I want to use and then get rid of the other one. I don't really have a heavy weapon oriented party, and carrying them all around all the time is going to be a little excessive. Oh. Sorry, go to my old screen. I was stuck on the screen for selling, does anyone have junk? No. I was stuck on the screen for weapons. I'm like, where's all my stuff I could sell? I don't see any. There's my BB weapon. The Rider BB gun. Does it do damage? 1 to 3. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh, 100% chance to apply eye put out. Does it blind people? I'd be interested in hearing from you guys about whether or not this gun's worth keeping around or if it's just a joke weapon. I'm not going to sell it right now, though. I just got it as a reward. Exploded blood fragments. Are those worth keeping around? Because they're worth something. Yeah. I'm thinking these are worth selling. I don't know if I want to deal with having this many around when I have the option to get a fair sum of money for them. And they're just weighing me down overall. Sell a bunch of fragments like that, and I might suddenly have the ability to afford that upgrade I'm looking for. I think before I buy anything, I should talk to him outside of the screen, because he's talking about buying my weapon fragments. Wait, am I supposed to sell him the weapon fragments just in general, or do I sell them here? See, broken weapon parts, 56, alright. I'll take it. He said he'd buy them for a premium, and I didn't see a dialogue option for it, so I assume I just sell them here and we're good. To make up my mind what weapons I want to use. Hello, Trinket. I'm keeping that around, though. Is that all I got? Alright, let's make up my mind real quick about which items in my inventory I'm going to keep, so I can figure out which ones to get rid of. So I've got too much random stuff. Thanks for bringing in the weapon parts. It's tough keeping all those mooks and bullets, but this delivery will help a lot. Keep bringing me what you find, and I'll pay extra. So fighting water is really a problem? More people die from thirst out in the waste than bullets, so you'd be wise to top off your canteens every time you head out. We've got plenty for you. Over in the mess hall. All right. Let's do a quick recap of my stuff.
Melson. How are the guns?
Banging as always, Angie. It's kind of nice that she greets everybody around here. Let's see. Thanks, Sergeant, and then good luck, recruits. And don't forget to stop by the mess hall and fill up your canteens. I'm not kidding. Alright, let's try to make up our minds once for all about some of these pieces of equipment, because I really want that big, scary crowbar. for big scary damage. If I could start one-shotting people with my melee, that'd be very handy, I think. So, looking at our weapons, let's just go through the weapons we have and make up our mind which ones we want to keep and which ones we want to actually scrap, because having duplicates is kind of silly right now. Let's see. Why am I... Oh, I'm comparing to herbicide. I was like, what am I looking at? Semi-automatic. That's the same weapon. Yeah, compared to my... There we go. The weapon I'm actually using. So... I think I'm going to follow advice in a comment here. While this thing technically does more damage... let's see what's the difference here. Yeah. I mean, it technically does more damage, but it also requires more AP. And I'm not super concerned about ammo because we have a ton of ammo. I think it's better to use the weapon with lower AP just because it triggers more psychopath triggers. And the damage increase per AP isn't that much better. So I think it's a good idea to get the lower AP one lets me do more shots per turn, which enables me to more frequently do psychopath and zeroed stacking. So let's go ahead and do that. Equip. Primary. I'm gonna get ready to sell that. Handgun, because otherwise we just have too many weapons. I'd like to buy an actual upgrade instead. This is a brighter BB gun. I'm holding on to that for now, pending further review. Let's send this big weapon over to... Send the heavy guy over to here so we can compare. Let's compare this to my current heavy. Alright, heavy weapon. So this one of them does 7 to 9 damage times 7. The idea is that it's a machine gun. The other one is a rocket launcher. 9.3 damage per AP versus 14.3 damage per AP. Chance of jamming. That one does a 4-meter radius. The other one doesn't have a radius, right? No. Overall, I think I find the Mangler more compelling, actually. I mean, that's a unique weapon that's unlike everything else my party has, because it's a freaking rocket. Does it also use heavy ammo, or does it use some sort of special, unique ammo, is what I'm wondering. Let's see. Doesn't say something specific about ammo. It says 0 something. Hey, let's see if I can reload it real quick. Swap weapons. Am I using the right weapon right now? I'm not really using it, am I? Let's just equip it as my... Let's equip it as my primary. There we go. Now can you reload it? Weapon's fully loaded. Alright, so it seems to be all set then. So it must use the primary ammo just like everything else does. I was concerned about whether or not, like... I know there's heavy ammo, but the fact that it probably does a completely different type of attack made me worry that it might use a totally different type of ammo. But yeah, I find the rocket compelling because it's an AoE. Like, it's actually got new utility that other weapons don't have because they're kind of duplicates. Who else do we have? Shovel, holding on to that, obviously. I'll hold on to energy weapons for now because I might tell someone to start using them at some point. And that's currently my only option around. Alright, those are my duplicate weapons. Did you find any makings? Sorry, not yet. Let's just find out about the what I can get around here. Let's go to my weapons. There's the M2. That'll get me a bit of extra coin. And there's that revolver. 526. I think I might get rid of this dynamite too. I don't know if I'll use it. Let's see if I have enough money first. Big scary crowbar. Not quite. Yeah, let's go ahead and just sell that TNT. It's been sitting in my inventory this whole time. Not getting a lot of use. Where obviously I'm going to get more use out of this big scary thing. Good choices, recruits, but you're not ready to head back out just yet. He's just telling me to go to the mess hall again. I always get self-conscious whenever I look at inventory stuff because I just know people are that min-max more than me are just flipping out about all the decisions I'm making. Oh my god, how could you? I don't know why I'm doing the fist thing here. It seems kind of pointless. As far as I can tell, I don't see why I would ever enter brawling mode, so it might do me more good just being money. Here we go, blunt weapons. Big, scary weapon that uses... not too bad for AP, right? I haven't made like a terrible mistake from an AP standpoint, have I? Nope, 4 AP. It uses less AP than my current weapon, so we're good. I'm going to want to get that duct tape mod to reduce its AP even more. But I need to find another duct tape mod, I think, because I don't think I have one available to me at the moment. I'll keep this equipped for now. I don't need to sell it to afford something specific, so I'm okay with doing what I do. Should I try to dismantle you instead of selling you? Because now that we already got what I needed. Field strip. Ooh, 50% chance of getting me grip tape. Go for it. Nope. Not so lucky. But he'll give me a lot of money for like 8. You'll notice that I don't really save scum usually. It's mostly about opening things and not wanting to critically fail it. If it's a low enough chance, I'll just move on and come back when I have a higher skill, so don't feel like I'm totally cheating the system. But I don't want to sit there and I don't want to sit there and save scum every single time we try to dismantle an item and be like, nope, I'm gonna get the perfect thing out of this because we're gonna cheat forever. All right, that was a lot of weapon parts. Those weapon parts might have been worth more than it would have been to actually sell the item itself. I'm not sure though. The important thing is we got something good out of it. All right, so now my melee character has a big scary weapon, and they leveled up on top of that.
What you need?
There's no response. Oh right, he's right here in the building. I just go talk to him over there probably. Who's this guy? Ranger hedges over his work, an array of tools spread out beside the weapon he's working on. Master Grenadier Matthew Rogers said, "Can't talk right now." Well, fine. I don't want to talk to you anyway. How about you? A gaunt man in his 30s hunches over a table, cleaning and oiling gun parts. He's smeared with oil and sweat, and seems to be trembling slightly. It's Ranger Robert Bowling. Recruits, huh? Me too. Better see Captain Mercaptain at her drawing board. She always likes to welcome the new kids. It's weird to be called the new kids so much when we've been playing this long. Is this a whole new chamber?
Ah, the heroes of Highpool. Welcome. I've been expecting you. That should work.
Looking closer, you see the woman isn't quite as youthful as she seems. There are quite a few gray hairs among the brown, and a lot of lines around her eyes, but she sketches with the keen-eyed intensity of a younger woman.
A very tough decision, considering it was your first time out. I would have picked Ag Center personally, but I understand your decision. Water is essential to the growth of the wastes.
General Vargas said to bring you this robot leg we found at Ace's murder site.
Let's have a look at it. Remarkable, but unnerving. I've never seen robot tech this advanced. It'll take me some time to give it a full examination. So, if you'll excuse me,
What just happened? Huh. Are we done talking? They were looking at it.
Fascinating. Oh, you're still here. What can I do for you?
She's just obsessing over the robot leg at the moment. The general gave us this requisition form.
Oh, yes, I forgot. The general mentioned that. He was so pleased you found Ace's killer that he asked me to let you have your pick of some of my more interesting creations. Let's see. The general allocated a requisition for you for completing a thorough investigation of Captain Ace's death site. Old Flintlock sent over a requisition with your name on it. Said he hopes better armaments will prevent further deaths.
So, I've got 2 requisitions allocated for you. Well. So is it cheap items? Do I just grab whatever I want? Or only specific things? What's this thing? The Shoe Model Ranger Combat Knife. 5 to 8 damage, 70% chance to apply opened up, which probably is some kind of bleed effect. Bad attitude, submachine gun. No one uses SMGs though, unless pistols are a separate specialty, right? I think so. Leather jacket, 2 armor, goat hide armor. Not very exciting. So I can pick something for $1, basically. White Death, a necklace with a sniper's bristle bone bore brush for a pendant. Written on the handle is an inscription, SB. If I relieve you, use these. Use my gifts to you to find my heart, WB. It's freaking me out a little bit because SB is in my channel name. Alright. Reduced chance to evade, but 5% chance to increase chance to hit. That could be handy. That might be good to give to my sniper. Let's go ahead and compare. What's he got right now? Do he not have something right now? Who has trinkets right now? Someone has trinkets to compare to, right? Huh. I might go for that one anyway. Unusual bow. Small toy bow. 3% bonus crit. It's the same item that the Native American had when we met them. Sunbrella. You wouldn't want to develop melanoma, would you? 20% bonus water carry. There's 2 of them. And ship in a bottle. Bonus to mechanical repair. I'm gonna go for this thing. And you said I could have 2, right? Oh wait, do I get to have all of them? Let's just grab the leather jacket next, just in case, because I think there's still more characters that don't have one yet.
Looks like you're out of requisitions, Rangers. Remember, it's just 1 item per rec. I'll let you know when I've got more for you.
There we go. So yeah, it was just like they said, we have 2 requisitions. So if I can collect more requisitions, then I can get another item from there, and there might even be more to choose from next time. What do you think of General Vargas?
Vargas is a man of vision and prudence. I know a lot of the Rangers think he's too cautious, but I can't agree. Slow and steady is the way to go. He's done an amazing job rebuilding the Rangers after our war with the robots from Base Cochise, and we're stronger than ever before. That doesn't mean, however, that we should now go charging off to fight everybody and their brother. We must expand gradually and fully assess all threats before taking action.
Cochise?
A pre-war research facility dedicated to the science of robotics. Its mainframe was malfunctioning and kept building more and more robots and sending them out to defend itself against imaginary enemies. The Rangers destroyed the computer and the robots and saved the world, which is of course a good thing, but... well, I wish I had been a Ranger then. From all reports, the sophistication of the computer's AI was incredible, and its death was a great loss to science. I can't help thinking that, had I been there, I might have been able to find a way to shut it down without destroying it. What a tool for good it could have been.
What threats do we face?
The others say that our biggest threat is the Red Scorpion militia, who have taken over the prison which used to be our headquarters. They've been getting more organized and settled, and the fear is, now that they've established themselves, they'll start expanding their borders. What I say is, this will make them easier to negotiate with. Nomadic raiders have nothing to lose. A clan with towns and farms to protect thinks twice about risking their destruction by going to war. I say our biggest threat is expanding too fast. Let's make sure the communities we patrol are fully protected before we go looking for more.
So she seems to think that the Red Scorpions are actually going to calm down a bit. You knew we were coming.
Every new recruit the General brings in gets around to visiting us eventually. The weapons and armor we make are what keep them alive, after all. Most are curious where they come from. I imagine you're no exception.
You make weapons here?
Well, that's a bit of a misnomer. We do make some of them, the really interesting ones. But mostly what we do here is refurbish scavenged weapons and armor. One thing we hope our Rangers will do is collect any broken down weapon parts, stray bits left over from modding, what have you, that they find as they patrol the wastes and bring them back here, to Melson, over in the Quartermaster's office. In exchange, he'll buy it off you at a great markup.
Interesting weapons? I'm interested.
The interesting ones are my department. I'm always trying to come up with new and better weapons and armor using bits and bobs we have lying around. Can't just give them away, though. Creating them takes a lot of our precious resources, so the General is pretty tight with the requisition orders.
How would I get a requisition order?
Well, the General keeps a tight grip on requisition orders. All of the officers in the Citadel have the power to give them out, but only if we think a particular weapon would be necessary for the successful completion of a mission, or if we're impressed by how a ranger team completed a difficult assignment. I can hand over one piece of tech for each rec you earn, but just one. So make sure you think it over before you take the first shiny thing you see.
What's Sergeant Melson like?
He knows his guns, I'll give him that. Though I wouldn't have him in my shop. He's not nearly focused enough.
What kind of armor do you have?
We have everything from sturdy leather jackets to hand-forged plates, to the finest reconditioned pre-war combat armor we can find. You'll have to pay for the more expensive items. Research and repair doesn't come free, but we aren't out to make a profit, just to recoup our expenses. Go see Sergeant Melson for that. I've got some custom, interesting armor, but the General's orders are to save those for special loadouts only.
What kind of weapons do you have?
We service, repair, and reinvent every kind of weapon. From knives and handguns to rifles, even energy weapons, when we can get our hands on them. We don't do explosives, though. That's TNT Tan's department.
TNT Tan?
Nicest guy you could ever want to meet, but, shall we say, less than cautious? He's nearly blown himself up more than once. He likes creating experimental explosives just like I like working on experimental weapons and armor. Though I dare say my safety record is a trifle better than his. Thanks for visiting, recruits. Come by anytime.
Good to
and go
see
see
you,
Sergeant Melson if you're looking to shop. Likewise, Captain Death. Yes,
Alright, well,
that's better.
we'll have to see what we can do about earning more, requisitions. This person wants to see me now. You couldn't talk to me a moment ago. Hey, over here. Recruits. Listen, I heard you talking to Captain Mercaptain just now. I keep saying it. And well, everything she has got is solid merchandise. But, as you may have noticed, Melson's gotta make you pay through the nose for the good stuff. Well, I got a little toy collection of my own, and I'd be willing to let some of them go for cheaper than she will. You interested? What kind of good stuff? All the big guns, energy weapons, rockets, sniper rifles, all top quality. I made them myself. You want some? And they won't jam up every other shot? I swear, they're just as good as the one Melson has, but at a fifth of the price. What do you say? I feel like this is a mistake. I don't think I'm so interested. Come on, I'm just trying to raise some money for a family emergency. Why does your family need money? I'm trying to help out my sister. I can't tell you any more than that, but it's important, I promise. Come on. Can't you do a guy a favor? Is your sister in trouble? Sorry, I'm not saying anything more about it. Will you help me out, buy a gun or two? I can't do smartass, because that's the one thing I don't have. Why are you so eager to sell me guns? Something's gotta be wrong. Goddamn Echo. You guys my therapist now? Want me to go lie down on the couch so you can psychoanalyze me? Either you want the guns or you don't. Which is it? We want to know what's going on. Something's up. Tell us what it is. You're right. Look, it's my sister. If you aren't interested in the guns, I gotta get a letter to her. It's important. But I can't leave the Citadel. I can't get the time off. Would you take this to her? She lives in a Rail Nomad's camp. Her name is Katie, and tell her I'm sorry. We'll deliver the letter for you. Thank you. I owe you one. Here. So what's so important about this letter? Never mind what's so important. It's private, between me and her. Will you take the letter? I'm like 1 point off from having the proper kiss-ass rank, aren't I? That's a bummer. Good luck out there, Echo. Let me know what my sister says. I'm like really close to actually having that rank properly. Whoops.
That should work.
Wasn't quite at the rank though. What's over here? How many rooms are there around here? This place is endless. What's this? Grenadier Master? Good to see you, recruits. Hope everyone's treating you okay. Is this the mess hall? Oh, this must be where you get your water. Is it a broken toaster? No, that's a working toaster, isn't it? Bam, just blew your mind. So there's the water. Slightly redundant because there's also water outside. Although maybe now I'll start fast traveling in here instead of out there. A squat old guy with muscular arms, bandana around his bald head, and a bloody kiss the cook apron around his beer barrel gut. He has an eye patch over his left eye and a voice like a garbage disposal. Right on, brothers. Better grab some of this grub before the rats get it. Ha! Just kidding. Rats don't last long around here. They go into the stew pot just like everything else. Now what can I get you? So, your name's Hungry? Been living with that joke all my life, and it didn't get easier once they made me the cook. Could have been worse. I knew a guy once named Richard Stroker. His name was Dick Stroker. That's great. Alright. Got water for our canteens here? Melson must have sent you. He always sends new recruits to fill up on water. Well, it's right there in those coolers. Might be the last clean water you see until you get back here. They take plenty to drink it slow. What's Sergeant Melson like? That boy's a menace. Eats twice his share and never shuts up. Knows his stuff though. He'll steer you right as far as guns and gear goes. Thanks for the info, Hungry. Later, brothers, and don't forget to fill up on water. What the hell are you thinking, saving hype won't leave an ag center to die? This kitchen can't run without ag center's food. Gonna have a lot of starving rangers thanks to you. Yep, everyone's gonna keep telling me I'm right or wrong. Oh, you can talk to everyone around here? Holy shit, I thought they might just be a little quick pop-up. Another old ranger wearing an immaculate uniform stands by one of the cafeteria tables. He salutes you as you approach. I'm Corporal Evan Halko, one of the recruiters here at the Citadel. I always like to make sure you new kids are settled in. You're doing fine, from all accounts. I'm also liaison for any volunteers who wish to help out the Rangers on a non-permanent basis, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Is it supposed to be off screen like that? That's weird. Sure, go ahead. Oh, got a minute? Great. So, from time to time while you're out on patrol, you're gonna meet folks who will want to help you out. Most of them have their own reasons for volunteering. A grudge against somebody, an excuse to get out of town, whatever. Well, we welcome them all. Extra hands are always appreciated, but we try to limit the number of volunteers in one ranger team to 3. Any more than that and I can't read it. What the fuck? It's like it's not scrolling properly. I don't have any buttons to press to... Oh, there we go. Oh, you can scroll with the touchpad apparently. Oh, never mind. I just pressed a button so it started moving again. Any more than that, it's hard to keep them in line. So, what happens when you got more volunteers than spots to put them in? You send them to us. That's what. If you want to volunteer to be able to join you later, tell them to come to the Citadel, and we'll take care of them until you're ready. You find him here in the mess or around the Citadel, enjoying our hospitality, got it? Oh, and as an added incentive, I'm authorized to offer you a bonus for every volunteer you recruit. The more you bring, the higher the bonus you'll receive. We found a possible recruit. Good work. What's her name? Can we get credit for letting Angela into our team? Haha. That's a good one, recruits. Captain Death's been here ever since I was a recruit myself. I'm not saying she's old or anything, I'd never say that. She'd kill me. Her name is Vulture's Cry. She was in a little trouble at High Pool before we helped her out. The Rangers know all about being in a little trouble in High Pool. She'll fit in just fine. What type of enlistment bonus would you prefer? You can get more scrap? Or you can get... Oh. You get scrap or merit. So you can get money or experience. That's interesting. Let's try experience and see how much it gives me. Oh. Not actually that much. Although I don't know if it's much money either. Fine choice. I'll annotate the merit in your promotion record. His name is Spike. He was a raider, but we convinced him to join the Rangers. Yeah, General Vargas told me all about that trio of fumbling idiots you sent us. Tell you what, I'll give you a bonus for the lot. More merit. Hey, we got more for him. That's decent. And what kind of bonuses are you offering? We provide two types of bonuses. First is scrap entitlement, which you can use to purchase whatever you want. Second is an accelerated promotion merit, which allows you to rise more quickly in the ranks. The type of bonus you receive is up to you. I guess I'll be seeing you around, recruits. Take care now. So here in the script, so this is where my recruits will show up if, say, Vulture's Cry gets sent to go visit town. Are these the idiots that we sent here? The ranger relaxes at the table, lazily poking at a plate of slop in front of him. Rangers? Good chow, huh? Alright, so those were just the two NPCs I could talk to. Everyone else is just kind of hanging out. Alright, so those both serve purposes. There's one of them is the chef.
What's for lunch?
Yes, that's better.
One of them is the who are you?
Delicious.
Perimeter secure. Oh, they had a little back and forth there. Hiya, hungry? What's for lunch? Hey, Angie, same as breakfast, only with gravy. Mmm, delicious. And that's Flintlock. All right, we've actually fully explored the Citadel now. So I'm gonna go ahead and level up real quick, which I think. Oh, now I can do it.
Echo 1. Congratulations, Echo 1.
We got 2 more skill points. That's a big deal. Is she my first character? No, she's level 7. Her constitution's up to 133, huh? Alright. Let's see, can I afford to upgrade my attack for better accuracy? Not quite there yet. I might save up. Yeah. Let's go ahead and save up until I can afford that, because that accuracy is a deal breaker. My characters are missing enough that it's actually becoming a problem. So I'd like to do whatever I can to improve that situation. Speaking of which, let's make sure this guy gets his trinket on. There we go, that bonus accuracy. That'll help us out quite a bit, I think. And this armor, you already have a leather jacket. You're armored, you're armored, you're armored. You're not armored, and you're not armored. I'm thinking we send it to our assault rifle character since she's more likely to be in range. There we go. Alright. I knew that would fit in somewhere, so that's our 2 requisition items being distributed accordingly. Let's head on back outside, and then next episode, we're gonna go actually head to... I don't know. We'll pick a mission to check out. It'll either be... I'll either deal with the wreckers that are outside of High Pool, or I'll go check out the Rail Nomad Center. Haven't made up my mind yet. Oh wait, let's do this real quick. It's an animal. Can I try using Animal Whisper? 100%. Let's see exactly how this skill works. I haven't actually tried it yet. Animal's now drawn to you. Yay, Devil Eyes. So is it just kind of a friend now? It's just gonna follow us around. Don't know if it'll leave town with us or not. Devil Eyes. Square pupils don't miss a thing. +1 awareness. So apparently getting this one and Vivification, the serum's giving you a lot to get up and go. It's like liquid spinach. So that serum I took to cure that condition is giving everyone but +5 constitution, but it's about to run out anyway. Devil Eyes is +1 awareness, so we actually get a stat bonus from having this animal follow us around. That's interesting. So we definitely want to use Animal Whisper when we get the chance. Alright guys, thanks for watching like always. I'll see you next time.